In this video, I'll show you how to configure an OpenAI-compatible API endpoint using BYOK, which stands for Bring Your Own Key, inside TinyCommand. We'll cover this in two parts. First, how to use it inside a workflow using the ChatGPT node. And second, how to use it inside a TinyAgent. Let's start with the workflow. Double-click on the canvas to open the search modal and search for ChatGPT. From here, select the chat completion action and add it to your canvas. Now double-click on the node to configure it. The first step is to add a connection. Click on Add Connection, give it a name, and then enter your OpenAI API key. If you don't have your API key handy, there's a link provided that will take you to your OpenAI dashboard where you can generate one. Once you have it, paste it here and click on Save Connection. After the connection is added, click Continue. Now let's configure the node. The first field is the model. Here you can choose from the available models, including the latest ones. For this example, we'll select the latest ChatGPT model. Next, you'll see an optional image URL field. This is useful if you want to include visual input along with your prompt. For now, we'll skip this. Once everything is set, click on Save and Test. You'll see the status as completed and the generated response will appear in the output section. This confirms that your OpenAI integration using BYOK is working correctly inside the workflow. Now let's look at the second use case, which is using OpenAI inside a TinyAgent. Start by creating a new agent and give it a name. Then click on Launch Agent. Inside the agent interface, you can define what your agent does. Add a description, write the prompt, and configure things like conversational starters and behavioral rules based on your use case. Once the identity setup is done, move to the model section. Here, the default provider is TinyGPT. We'll switch this to OpenAI. Now, select the model you want to use, preferably the latest available model. Then enter your OpenAI API key in the provided field. After that, you can configure parameters like temperature and max tokens depending on how you want the model to behave. Next, move to the capabilities section where you can configure tools and actions based on your use case. Once everything is set, you can test your agent directly in the preview panel on the right-hand side. If the responses look good, your agent is ready to use. So this is how you can use your OpenAI API key in two ways. First, inside workflows using the ChatGPT node, and second, inside TinyAgents by configuring the model with BYOK. And honestly, all it takes is a TinyCommand